That's him and his PT-17 Texas trainer before World War II ended. He was a pound underweight. His wife had to feed him a dozen bananas to pass the physical. But his wings, they wanted 4 more years. He had 4 mouths to feed back home. The war was over and he declined. This was one of his caps. It was a accessory to his mask of humor, a mask that hid the childhood pain. Mahoney, upon seeing Father Kelly on the street, "Father, you said the church doesn't provide burial services for dogs. So I asked the Presbyterians. Lovely service. I gave them 1,000 euros. Father Kelly exclaims, "Mahoney, why didn't you tell me the dog was Catholic?" Always GP humor. As his blue eyes flashed a grin that spread from ear to ear. Backing up, the Great Depression. He couldn't go to college. Had to support 2 brothers, 2 sisters, a mother with no work skills because his father was, well, away. The whole family slept in an aunt's attic in Orlando. He kept 10 cents out of his weekly pay from Sears to buy himself a Coke and a little bag of peanuts. The mask was always clean, never offensive. The filling station attendant sees a license plate, and there's a couple in front of the car. "See, you're from Iowa. Made love with a woman from Iowa years ago." "Worst sex I ever had." Martin, hard of hearing, says, "What'd he say?" George says, "He thinks he knows you." Married twice. First one died at 53. He used to say, "Your mother and I did poor well." Both wives, alcoholics. Both died of brain cancer. How's that for a roll of the dime? He rose through the ranks without a college degree, youngest manager in the Southeast Territory, a born caretaker. Because of the Depression, supporting his family, always helping others. Meals on Wheels, you name it. He'd say, "You can reach out and touch someone worse off than you." President of the Exchange Club, the Rotary Club, the YMCA, Chamber of Commerce, and many others. But I think I was proudest when Ebony Magazine included him in a narrative poem about the South. They said, "Mr. Kitchen hired African Americans during a time when the doors were all shut. Also during that time, he took care of his father, or helped take care of him, whose kindness and generosity was like the sun. The father had stage 4 diabetes, lost both legs, was miserable. It frightened the son, who was afraid of a future without his man. One night, actually there are 3 of us, another sibling, are having dinner, and he had his customary 2 scotches and soda, and he leaned over to me after my sibling went to the restroom and said, "Son, when you have 4 children, you can't expect all of them to turn out right." I heard, "Which one of us are you talking about?" He was on a panel at the local college where nursing students asked him what the problem was with old people today. He smiled and said, "Too many of us. So we weren't meant to live this long." When I tried to remove the mask to get serious, he kept emphasizing he'd done everything except jump out of an airplane or visit Alaska. I said, "I can help you with one." He had, "It's not a matter of if we go, but, well, you know the rest." I missed the signal. After burying the second wife, a year later at 80, he suffered a massive heart attack. The mask kept falling off. In the middle of the surgery, the doc came to me and said, "Your father doesn't want to live." But like the movies and with the help of modern medicine and a skilled surgeon, the medical system didn't let him go. 3 months later, during his checkup, the doc said, "ED, you're in great shape. You're going to live another 20 years. The patient put on the mask, flashed those blues, grinned, and replied, "Damn, I thought you were going to give me some good news." One more year, walking in the parking lot, I could hear him speaking inside my head, although he was only 4 hours away. I was angry for what he was saying. And I said, "But take off the damn mask. Stop talking about it and do it if you must." He did. He finally ran out of masks. He called the sheriff beforehand, made sure no one was around, left us a note written scribbly and with such awkward handwriting, as if each character took an hour to write. In it, it said, "I love you, but it's time to go." I still hold his invisible hand when I'm driving by myself. I smile. My inheritance was this magazine, this picture, this hat, all along the walls of my house and inside my heart. Thank you.
Oh.